Hey melodies, hey melodudes, and hey everyone else, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dari. I usually do reaction videos on this channel, but today we're doing something a little bit different. Recently, when listening to some of BTOB's music, I often found myself thinking, wow, this part of Peniel is really one of my favorites of him. But then other songs would come up and I would have the same thoughts over and over again. It got to a point where I really wasn't sure anymore which verse of him I actually liked the most. So, with Peniel's birthday in mind, I thought it was finally time for a new video to sort out all of my thoughts and once and for all determine my most favorite verse of Peniel in all of BTOB's discography. And to make this even more fun, I also decided to ask some other melodies for their opinions, but we will get to that later. Before we get to the ranking, let me tell you a bit about the rules I set myself and just some info on how I went about this. First off, BTOB's discography is insanely huge. I tried to include as many songs in my research as possible, however there are a few exceptions. At this point in time, I haven't yet checked out the B-sides from For You's EP Inside, as well as all of BTOB's Japanese releases and all solos by Peniel apart from That Girl. So all of these songs sadly couldn't be a part of my ranking, even though I'm sure there are some great verses in some of these songs and I can't wait to get to them and maybe include them in a future ranking. Second, if Peniel has more than one part in a song, I decided to choose just one that I liked the most, which was mostly, but not all the time, simply the longest verse of him in that song. Third, for this video and for my research, I use color-coded lyrics or whatever translations I can find. I know these aren't always correct, but since I can't speak Korean, this is the only way I can probably judge the lyrics, so you all have to be okay with that for now. And last but not least, this is not about which verse is objectively the best one. I'm not a rapper and I don't know much about technicalities, rhythms, flow or wordplay. This is just supposed to be a fun ranking of what I personally enjoy the most, for whatever reason that may be. I will talk more about my reasons when we get to the actual songs later. Alright, enough with the long intro, let's get into some songs. In order to make this project somewhat manageable, the first thing I did when tackling this was going through all of BTOB's songs again, one by one. To be precise, I think I listened to and checked the lyrics to around 113 songs in total. I'm not sure if I counted correctly. For my first general selection, I simply just wrote down every song where I either especially enjoyed the lyrics or his delivery of them. So I just listened to the songs, and if I liked something, I wrote it down. At this point, I already noticed very quickly that this project would turn out to be bigger and far more complicated than I first imagined. Sure, I had a few songs in my mind that I knew would definitely make it into my top 10, but going through all of these songs again made me realize just how many amazing verses our Chicago boy really has. So I went through all of their songs. My first selection ended up being 50 songs in total. That's still a lot, so I somehow had to trim that down. By going through these verses again and again and again and selecting some songs that stood out to me more than other ones, I finally managed to trim the list down to 26 songs. And even with 26 songs, I am already so sad about some of the songs that I had to leave behind. I really wish I could just put all of them into my top 10, which of course isn't possible with a top 10, but you know what I mean, right? I think this is a good time though to mention one thing that I noticed, or let's say two things. First, Film really was Peniel's era. In these first 50 songs, I had written down all songs from the Film EP. All of his verses in there were just so good that I could not write them down. I don't know what happened there, but Peniel was amazing in that album. Also, another thing that I noticed, and maybe that's just because I am a bit more biased towards these, but OT6 Peniel really stepped up his game. Of course, with Ilun leaving the group, there was a huge rapper spot left open, so of course it makes sense that Peniel has more lines in all of the albums after Ilun's departure. But still, I think he could have still played it safe and let Minhyuk do most of the part and just take over some more lines. But he didn't do that. He stepped forward as a second rapper and I don't know what happened, but ever since BTOB For You, Peniel is just killing it over and over and over again. Like I said, I might just be biased because I love the Outside EP and Be Together so much, but I feel like Peniel really took this chance and turned this really sad situation into at least something positive for him. Like, it's not just that he has more lines now. His lines are getting better and better. His flow is getting better. His lyricism is getting better, I feel like. And he's just working really hard to improve, and I'm super proud of him for that. But let's get back to me and the huge problem that I had at this point. We were at 26 songs. And that's actually the point when I decided to get a little bit help from other melodies. I thought it would be a fun idea to include other opinions on these songs in this video. So I put together a clip with all the verses from these 26 songs, created a poll and shared that on my Twitter and just asked people to participate. I'm not sure how many actually voted, but yeah, we will see that later. I will share the results from the poll in the end of this video. But for now, I still had to torture myself through these 26 songs. And that took forever, but I managed to do it. So let's quickly go through the songs that sadly didn't get to be in my top 13. Here are plays 14 to 26 of my personal ranking of Peniel's verses. Have fun.
The moment that we locked eyes, the feeling just so right. My heart beat faster than a Hennessy. Was meant to be, girl, I set you free. Come on over here, let me feel your breath against my ear. Then slowly make your way on down. Down in my neck, down in my chest, hey, hey.
더 빨리 쉬지 말고 달래 완벽히 할 수 있어, baby.
Now switch it up and let me do my thing. Make it feel so good, you been telling me don't stop. That's the spot.
I woke up, I stayed up, what? Don't really know what the date is, does it really matter though? Nah, doesn't really matter, cause, hey, either way, we gonna play, we gonna party, we gonna sway, open my eyes and it's 5 a.m. Hold up, read that wrong, it's PM, repeat that once again, yeah, call them girls again, yeah, play until the AM, wake up in the PM, yeah, yeah. Hey, friends always be asking me, can you play like this, man, you an idol boy? Hey, so what if I smoke, so what if I drink, so what if I play with girls, man, it's my life, I'll do what I want. Haters gonna hate either way, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, you probably one of them, so get up on my way. Yeah, get. Hold on, is this song fading already? Oh man, I was about to go in on this verse. I was about to spit some fire, some Godzilla oh, now it completely ended. Great.
I don't wanna lose you.
Like a zombie, don't know if I'm dead or I'm alive. Without you in my life, don't wanna live, I'd rather die. Every single day, take a bullet to my chest, can't eat, can't sleep, yeah, I'm a huge mess. Always on my mind, why'd you have to leave me, why? No, I'm gonna be on. Girl, when I'm with you, I don't know why. Get this feeling like I'm so high, up in the sky. Feel so alive, Always on my mind, always on my mind. That girl is on my mind 24/7, 365. Dear God, do you hear my cry? Pray for her back every night. Promise you that I'm a better man, won't never let her go, no, not again. Don't worry about tomorrow and just have some fun. Yo, listen to the music and groove on and on. While we're still young, get out your comfort zone. Man, don't be a Kevin and stay home alone. There's a first time for everything. Don't worry about anything. It's your life, man, who cares what others think? It's your life, man, relax and have a drink. Two is better than one cause we'll be stronger together. 우린 사랑이 필요해, yeah, we need each other. 힘들다고 약한 건 절대 아니니까 모두가 필요해, 가끔 someone lean on one. You never haters always be talking. 누가 뭐라 해도 I don't give a yeah. 알아서 잘할 테니 go and suck a yeah. 욕하는 놈들 they're my greatest motivation. 덕분에 편하게 살고 있네. Never gonna stop, I'm going up. 위로 올라가는 못 말려. Higher and higher, 같이 올라가. Yeah, no, there's 내려올 생각이 없어. You are the only girl I want in my life. Made up my mind and to you I won't lie. I think about you all the time. From the moment I open my eyes, I was too shy, but if I don't, I'm scared I might not be able to tell you how I feel. You're the love of my life. Hey, hey, hey. 너는 네가 원하는 대로 맞춰줄게. Need to run the rocks. 너의 취향 뭔데, yeah. 위스키를 거꾸로 하면 kiss. We all you speak French only right, yeah. Shall we? 목이 타내려가는 느낌. 술을 절대 아니고 너한테 취해. 이제 둘이 같이 올라갈 거 위에. 여기부터 내가 lead 할게. It's okay. 부정적인 생각은 다 버리고 긍정적인 mindset 가지고 One step at a time 한 걸음 가자 멈추지만 않으면 끝이 아니니까 천천히 네 속도로 가도 괜찮아 남들과 비교하지 말고 just take your time It's not a race 나는 나의 길로 가면 돼 I know that Yeah, SNS scrolling, calling 사람마다 posing, new car, new house, 놀러가네 hope 항상 생각나만 빼고 that's everything I'll figure it out. 나만 갈 길을 잃은 것 같아 right now. 근데 기억해, 네가 보고 있는 게 그들 삶을 하려고 해. There's no need to sweat, no need 하고 있는데 너무 걱정 마. Just do you best and there's no need for any regrets. You're my B to the S D, F-R-I-E-N-D. 어쩌면 가족보다 나를 더 잘할 수 있지. 다른 표현으로 말하면 You're my brother from another mother, sister from another mister. 비는 안 섞였지만 별다른 건 없어. Got each other's back no matter what happens. When I'm down, when I'm up, 어떤 상황이어도 내가 확실한 건 I can always count on you.
I'm gonna be honest, it was really hard to drop Friend as well as It's All Good. Honestly, it was so hard to drop all of these. I think it's so annoying that I can't just put all songs at spot number 1. And I'm really regretting my decision to do this ranking. I don't want to choose between these songs. They are all so insanely good. Let's get to the 3 songs that sadly didn't manage to be in my top 10, even though it was super, super close. And I was thinking about this so often. I'm sad it had to end up this way, but yeah, that's how it's gonna be. On the 13th place, we have Dance With Me.
Yeah, we can do the most tangle salsa rumba. 발 조심해, make sure you don't stumble, fumble. 두 손 꽉 잡고 follow my lead. 걱정하지 마, 천천히 시작할 테니. Yeah, right foot, left foot, do it again. Let's play. 허리 감싸고 제대로 시작해. 감세, till your back starts arching. 힘이 완전히 풀릴 때까지 no we shocking.
I really love Peniel's flow in this. It's just so fun. He's spitting some pretty fast lines in this as well, so yeah, that's kind of impressive. But I think out of the top 13 songs, this was definitely the weakest for me. I still somehow put it over Friend, and I can't really tell you the reason, because I don't have a reason. I just think Peniel's flow in Dance With Me is kind of a little bit more interesting. I think that's the only reason I can give you. On the 12th place, and this hurt my soul. It hurt my soul to put this below 10, but yeah, I had to. This is Missing You.
마음은 여전해 아직 너를 원해 년이 지나도 난 아직 널 그리워해 난 아직 기억해 우리 처음 봤을 때 옷차림과 머리 스타일도 다 정확하게 I pray for you every night and day I hope that someday soon I can see you once again.
Like, I feel like the first half is just a very typical Peniel part. We had these kind of sing raps quite a few times, and it's super cute and adorable, but nothing too extraordinary. But what I love about his part in Missing You is the second part of his verse, the English lines. Not just because they're English and I can understand them, but they are so catchy, memorable, iconic, and especially since I've now heard the song live, this might be one of the best fan chants in the whole discography of BTOB. It's just so fun to scream that during a concert. And that's why I really hated to rank this so low. But just objectively, in general, there are a lot of other verses and a lot of other songs that I enjoy more as a whole. 11th, and with that super close to the top 10, but not quite there, is Waiting For You.
You can call it whatever, I call it fate. 우리 만난 게 what else can it be? Predestination, that was all a part of his plan. So the only thing that I can do is wait. So I just wait. 계속 내 인생은 남기기도 해. 내가 할 수 있는 건 is to just stay. No matter how long that takes, I know that when we meet again, it'll all be worth it in the end.
I'm waiting for you.
Like I said earlier, it was really hard for me to not just put the whole Outside album into my top 10, because I love it so much. I love all of the songs so much. I love the meaning of the lyrics in all of these songs so much. It's the same with Be Together, but even more with Outside, I think. Just all of these songs, all of the lyrics are so wholesome and supportive and motivational. And I feel like especially Peniel's parts are always so adorable, and they make me so happy. It was a huge struggle if I enjoyed Waiting For You more or Traveler. And I had Traveler up here for quite a while, but then randomly decided to switch it with Waiting For You. And I can't really tell you why, but yeah, I love Waiting For You so much. I love the lyrics, like I said, they're so comforting. The song is just another peak example of how healing and comforting they really are. Alright, I hope you are ready. Let's get to my top 10 verses. Number 10 is Beautiful Pain.
Yeah,
Love them pain Yeah let's learn from our mistakes 우린 실패로부터 성장해 사랑은 하고 싶지만 Nobody wants to deal with the pain that follows No I understand them though Yeah 이해돼 사랑이라는 게 매롭게 하던 게 이제는 매일 괴롭게 해 아픈 건 없어지겠지만 상처들은 영원해 But that's why it's called beautiful pain.
Another song where I just really love the flow. I mean, the lyrics are super relatable, of course, but I just mostly rank the song so high because I really love the flow of him. I don't know, I think the rhythm is quite cool. Yeah, number 9 might actually surprise a lot of you. I feel like this is my most controversial pick on this ranking, but let me explain. This is the oldest song on this ranking. It's from their 2013 album Thriller, so this song is about to be 10 years old. And this verse is part of a song that in general was probably my least favorite song on this entire album. But when I listened to all of their songs again, I just couldn't help but realize that this song might have one of Peniel's greatest rap verses. Even when I compared it to all of the other songs, there was just always something that drew me back to the song. I just ranked it higher and higher and higher, and here we are. Place number 9, this is Why. I love his flow, I love his pace, I love his lyrics. I feel like the only thing that throws me off a little bit is the desert me part. I feel like that sticks out a little bit too much, but the rest of the verse is amazing. And especially for a song that was this close to their debut, back when Peniel didn't really have a lot of lines, I think that was really good. I enjoy that so much. I feel like out of the earlier albums, this might be Peniel's best rap verse. Yeah, this was Why. Please tell me your opinion on this verse, because I feel like it's so out there and I feel like a lot of people forget about this. I mean, I forgot about it. But geez, I really fell in love with his rap verse in this. On the 8th place is a song that I kind of wanted to put higher, but I didn't in the end. This is My Lady from 2017's Brother Act album.
You know, always in my heart, but I can't forget your smile. Well, I know that I'm far from perfect, but for you, girl, anything's worth it. Once in a lifetime chance, if I can, then I had to grasp it. Loved you then, and I love you still. Will I always have and always will.
The reason I put this so high is simply because I love Peniel's voice in this. And this is the reason why I also put The Feeling into my top 26. I think My Lady is just a beautiful depiction of Peniel's beautiful vocals. And we've had him sing in quite a few songs now, but I feel like we don't really hear him sing like this. He has such a beautiful melody and tone in that verse. I just immediately melt as soon as he starts singing. I just fall in love while hearing that. On 7th place, we are going back to 2016, precisely to the New Man album. Another, I think, really iconic verse of him, and especially I loved it a lot during my reaction. This is the song that has so many different translations, but we all know the Korean name to this. This is Yechepsa.
So now I know I haven't expressed myself very well, and 8 bars isn't enough for me to tell how I truly feel. So I'll just say what I can right now. Us and you and me, BTOB and melody. Both of us can exist without the other, we coexist. Give to each other, fan and artist, special kind of relationship. I know I haven't expressed myself very well, but I'm thankful for every melody in and of themselves.
These lyrics were so honest and cute. When I first heard the song, and especially when I first heard this verse, I was so touched by his honest words. I love that so much. In general, I think it's by no means his craziest rap. His flow is pretty casual, but it's the lyrics that makes this part so memorable, so beautiful, yeah. I chose the song after that for almost the same reasoning. I think it was a good decision for me to put these songs right after each other because they both have beautiful lyrics, they are both directed at the fans and just encapsulate the relationship between BTOB and Melody beautifully. Place number 6, this is Outro Encore from their latest album, Be Together.
I'm here for you.
And I know you're here for me too. 우리가 화려한 조명 밑이 아니어도 직접 볼 수 없는 이 상황에서도 I know, trust me, I know. 다 알아, around the world 어딘가에서 어떻게든 응원해주고 있는 거 알고 있어. So let me hear your voice, 목소리 들려줘. Because 내가 노래하는 이유, it's you.
Just again, some really honest and pure lyrics that just show how grateful they are for their fans. I just love the calmness to this part, especially in relation to the whole song. It's such a great and insane song, and like Hyunsuk is delivering high notes to the moon and everything. But each time this part comes on, I get emotional but also so calm at the same time, and I just exist in peace with the song. I don't know if that makes sense. But I love that part so much, and it's a beautiful pause between the insane vocals and the insane vocals that follow after. And just a little moment for him to tell his true and honest feelings. I think from the vibe it's very similar to Yejabsa, but when listening to the songs, his part in outro encore just hits me more. That's why I put it over Yejabsa. Number 5. We are completely changing the mood now. On place number 5, we have Guitar.
Like a guitar, strum, hit your notes in this order. GBD, GDG, touch every one of your frets correctly.
I hit that G precisely. Yeah, we've been making sweet music all night. Let your neighbors know my name right now. Let them know if it's too much to handle. Let me know, I'll slow it down.
We've had quite a few songs with sexy lyrics from Peniel, but even apart from the sexy lyrics, I just really love his flow in Guitar, and I just really love the drastic change from him being very seductive and then him just going almost aggressive in the second part of his verse. I just love the switch up there. There's just so much passionate energy in the second part of that, but I mean, yeah, the lyrics are just a lot. Okay. We are getting closer and closer to the top. Number 4 is a very recent song for me. This next verse just pushed itself from the bottom to place number 4, even though I don't know it for that long. But it's just so impressive for me that I had to put it somewhere really high up. It's from Our Moment. This is Climax.
The darkness just seems to be growing stronger in my life, like the symbiote venom. It's already inside, but I'm not a good match for it, so it's eating me alive. It's taking control of the wheel, it's going in a overdrive. On the back road to see you, they told me that this way is faster. Hold up, took a wrong turn, don't even know where we're going anymore. Trapdoor, I'm at the end of the road, they told me that this way could see for sure, but it's just getting darker and darker. I'm losing the light, but it doesn't even matter anymore. Because
I love this verse for many reasons. First, I love the Venom reference. I just love Peniel making references to pop culture. That's just always super fun. But what I love about this verse is his storytelling and the progressive intensity of it. He's telling such a visual story with his rap verse, and with each line he gets more intense, just almost escalates in the end. And I just really love that. I can't explain it properly, but I think just in terms of delivery, for me, it's definitely one of his best verses. When I first listened to that song, that verse just immediately stood out to me. It hit me so much just because of how well he delivered it. Alright everyone, we are in the top 3 songs, and it's getting interesting now. Before I reveal these top 3, let me tell you how much I struggled to put these in order. From the beginning of this, from the moment I first had the idea to do this video, I already knew what my top 3 songs would be. There was still this tiny little possibility that after listening to all the songs that I would choose other songs. But in the end, it turned out that the 3 songs that I already knew I wanted to be there in the beginning are still there. The only problem was now to finally make the decision which one I loved the most out of them. Place number 3 was a bit easier for me to choose. Place number 3 is Dreamer from BTOB for You's Outside album.
it's never too late. 누가 뭐라 해도 do what you wanna do, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. 네 인생이니까 take control. Right, left, forward, back, yeah, wherever you wanna go. Do what you have to do until you can do what you wanna do. 네 자신을 믿고 don't be afraid.
I just love the flow, I love the whole song, I love the whole album, but with this one, like with the rest of the Outside album, I just especially love the lyrics. Since I only could include one part, I sadly had to leave out the Dreamers Don't Die part of the song, but I mean that is in itself so iconic and I love that so much. But even his full verse in the song later is still amazing. Like I just love how motivational and supportive it is, and like it's telling us to do what we want to do and just do what makes us happy. But what I really love about his verse in this is the line, "Do what you have to do until you can do what you wanna do." And I love that because I feel like in other songs or just in media, in pop culture or with other celebrities, I feel like people always just say, yeah, do what you want to do, make your dreams come true, stop doing what you hate and just do it right now. But for most people, it's not that easy. Most people can't just quit their jobs that they hate and do what they love to do instead. Like, I don't even have to make up an example. I can just take my case. I would love to just do YouTube full-time. That would be really fun. But I'm earning not a single cent through these videos. So of course I could just quit my job and do YouTube full-time. But yeah, give me 1 or 2 months and I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. And then what? So it's not that easy as to just do what you want to do. And that's what I love about Peniel in this verse, because he's just saying, do what you have to do. Until you can do what you want to do, there are some other things, but just get through them. Like, give it your best and do everything you can to someday then be able to do what you want to do. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I think you know what I mean, right? You sometimes have to do some unpleasant things in order to get to a point where you can do the things that make you happy more. Yeah, like I said, I really love Peniel for that because he's so honest and so real about that. And I love the song. Just, yeah, believe in yourself. Don't be afraid. Take control of your life. You can do this. It's just so supportive, and that's why I love the song so much. Okay, we have 2 songs left. And if you paid attention to which songs were already on the ranking, you might be able to tell which 2 songs are missing. And let me tell you, it was so hard to make a decision. If we were to talk just about single lines, then I would immediately know which song to choose for my #1 spot. But since we're talking about the whole verses, it gets a little bit trickier. Let's go to my second favorite verse.
Before it's too late, girl, you better stop frontin'. I'm 1 in a million, limited edition, no kidding. You'll be wishing you could be my missus. Sooner or later, girl, you want that position. When I walk up in the club, all the girls stare at me. I'm the only thing they see, and the guys who stay with me, cause I'm fresh and clean. From my head and my feet, I'm the definition of the word masterpiece.
On the second place, we have Movie from 2017's Film album. This is such a classic, such a masterpiece, literally. Such an iconic verse and such an iconic line. It's so much fun to sing along to this part and just to embrace that feeling. Rap-wise, I think the verse isn't that special actually, but just the vibe and the energy he gives off during that verse are just so special. I honestly can't tell you why I love this verse so much. But I think I'm not the only one who likes it that much. I'm not sure yet how Melody voted in my poll, but I know 1 or 2 people who really enjoy this part in the song as well. So I don't know what it is, but I think the song is something special. And I really thought this would be my #1 pick for this ranking. But like I said, when I compare the whole verse to the whole verse of this other song, in the end, I decided to put this on second place. And on #1, and with that, my most favorite verse of Peniel in all of BTOB's discography until now, from what I've heard so far at least, is this one.
Yeah, okay, let's go. We had a rough start, but look at us now. 한근한 지구로 와서 we getting better. Give up, never 평가해 상관없어. We keep going, we still going, we stay hustling. Now you know it. 부정할 수 없는 사실. No, you can't deny it. 한기점 still going strong. 이제 시작이라는 걸. If you overlook us, then you're gonna miss out. 나중에 후회하기도 할 걸. This is for the haters. Good luck, I'll see you later.
Finale show and prove from their Outside album, the final song that they performed on Kingdom Legendary War. I don't know if it's because I'm a Kingdom Melody. I became a fan of them during that time, but I just love this verse so much. It's so insane. I just adore everything about it. His intensity in the delivery, his rhythm, his flow, the lyrics, how he's spitting facts against the haters and just, yeah, telling everyone that they've been in this for so long and they're just getting better and better and they won't stop. It was just such a epic and insane rap verse added to this amazing song. I don't know, I just feel like it will forever be iconic for me. I feel like the reason why I put this over Movie is because, like I said, as a whole, I think this verse is better than the movie verse. And I know I said this isn't about which verse is better and just about personal opinion, but since I love both of these verses so much, I had to somehow make a decision, and I decided to go with Show and Prove, because at least I can give a little bit more reason to why I love this so much. Whereas with movie, I just love it, but I can't really explain why I love it so much. And I hope that makes sense for you. I hope you understand my reasoning behind that. Yeah, that is my final number one pick. Maybe you tell me your opinion on this. In general, tell me your opinion on my ranking. What do you think about some of the choices I made? But also tell me your favorite song, your favorite verse of Peniel. I know it's super hard to do a ranking, so maybe just tell me your top 3 verses if you can name them. Or just your number 1, that's enough as well. But talking about other opinions, like I said, I asked some friends on Twitter. Yeah, let's take a look at what Melody voted for their favorite song. I know you can't compare this as a ranking to my ranking, because I actually went through all of the songs and put them against each other, while Melody could only vote for 10 songs out of these 26 in no particular order. So this is truly just about which songs or which verses from which songs Melody in general like most. Alright, so the poll just closed today and I haven't looked into the results yet. I was so curious to see what everyone voted, but I hold back. I told myself, no, you're gonna wait until the very end. Super curious to see how everyone else voted on these songs compared to me. I don't even know how many people participated. It wasn't easy, I know. I already had a few comments on Twitter and under the video that it was so hard to choose between these songs. Should we do it? I'm a bit nervous. Oh wait, is this the number of participants? 42? I didn't think so many people would participate, especially since you had to watch a 10-minute video for it. Okay, so overall we had these 26 songs, but there was also a 27th option to put in another song that was missing. And even though they didn't make it into my final ranking, I still love the extra options that it came in here. We have Can't Breathe, we have My Way, Thank You even got included 4 times individually. And like I said, it was so hard to not just put all songs from the Be Together album and the Outside album on this list. But I love that Thank You and My Way and Can't Breathe all got in here again somehow. Okay, on the last place with just 1 vote, we actually have Why, which I put so high. So that definitely was an interesting decision by me, but I can totally understand that with just 10 votes, you would probably maybe vote for something else. We have Rock and Hip Hop with 2 votes and another song that got voted in via the 27th option. And this is Alone. I think this is from BTOB4U's Inside album. So I can't comment on that song because I haven't heard it yet. But if 2 people voted in, then I'm sure it's great. Like I said, Thank You managed to get 4 votes, even though it wasn't included on the list. We have Come On Over with 5 votes, Whiskey with 6, Dance With Me and Higher both got 7 votes, Hello Mellow and Killing Me both got 8 votes, Icebreaker and Beautiful Pain have 9, Pray or I'll Be Your Man got 11 votes, 12 people voted for The Feeling, 14 people voted for Guitar and for Waiting For You. We have 15 votes for Missing You and Outro Encore, 16 votes for Yetjabsa and Climax. And this is also fun because Yetjabsa and Outro Encore are just 1 vote apart from each other. I think it really fits that these songs are so close to each other. Yeah, with 17 votes, we have Show Your Love. I love that so many people voted for that song. I really, really enjoy his Show Your Love verse. I am so sad I had to put it so low. With 18 votes, we have My Lady and Traveler. So I'm definitely not alone with my love for My Lady. I love that. On place number 5 with 22 votes, we have It's All Good. Again, very different to my ranking, but a beautiful choice. On number 4, we have Dreamer, which is great because it means that I'm not that delusional by loving that song and by loving his verse. On place number 3, we have Finale Show and Prove with 25 votes. On the 2nd place, we have Friend with 26. And number 1, we have Movie with 27 votes. That is great. I love that. So it really seems like we all unanimously agree that Peniel's verse in Movie is the definition of the word masterpiece. I hate myself. Yeah, but it's so cool to see that my top 3 choices are also in Melody's top 4 votes. So I guess my choices aren't that off from the general opinion of Melodies. Yeah, but this is great. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for everyone who participated and who voted in this. That was so cool. I had so much fun doing this. Yeah, I don't have much else to say in general. Just thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, definitely tell me your thoughts on Peniel, on his verses, on songs that you like from him, why you enjoy these verses. Yeah. I would like to say maybe we can do something like this in the future again, but to be honest, this was so hard. It was such a struggle that I'm not sure I want to do this ever again with any of the other members, because I feel like with Elun or Minyuk, this will be even harder, not even to mention the vocal line. I don't know, but maybe we can do some other fun videos in the future. This was definitely something really cool to switch it up for once, and I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, last but not least, hopefully we will see each other in one of my next videos, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you soon. Bye bye, love you. Your job's up.